Thanks, Senator. Next question is to Mary Schuster. Can you comment on the accusation that councilors from Shield to Fire accuses you and the previous city manager of spending $200,000 without council approval?
Certainly, I will comment on that, but you have to appreciate the fact that this dollar figure was around labor negotiations, and I'm not at liberty to discuss HR issues out here. And certainly, anybody who would like to, I would be pleased to show them the minutes of what I could show them. I've actually had this discussion with the former city manager, and he was quite taken back by another accusation on this, and that's about all I'm going to say. There's a local government leader in Prince George that has been, been charged, and I'm not going to go that far. So thank you for the question.
Questions from the floor? So open. Right? We'll be fine.
This is Ron Tradewild. In your opening statement, it seemed to me that you kind of took a shot at politicians that, using your words, rub shoulders with different levels of government and spend time doing that. And yet, in some of your solutions, you mentioned that you would access different levels of government to get funding, get grants, and things like that. If you're not going to rub shoulders with them, how do you expect them to support what you want them to do?
Thank you for the question. I have been on City Council, I see that we went to various conferences at UBCM. There are various functions and the hundreds of thousands of dollars that are spent. Please get free alcohol, please get it at that functions. But also when we go to council, I went to meet with the government in Victoria. If you look at the category when you go there, there's something in line, I'm sure my colleagues will testify. You get about 3 minutes and you're going to go to really lay out your concerns with this community to them. You're signing a few years ago where people ahead of you were hoping to go and get the funding before you get there. And the people behind you were building it for the fact that you're hoping for something back by the time you get it. You go and meet with those government officials. We're very concerned about the health. And they give you basically 3 minutes. You're going to get the interventions done. You're not basically buses the shore. And then the real building that will start moving about within 2 minutes. Telling you you're funding it and you're just about to leave. So you have to say, well, I'm sure it's doing something I want to go. I want to sit down and have meaningful discussions, not 3 minutes with them. I don't want to have a drink with them, people all the way and have a beer with them. I want them to know what our problems are now. I want them to hear it, I want them to feel it. I want them to come here and see what we're doing with this meeting. Don't give me 3 minutes. Thank you.
This question is to all the candidates. Why is 1/3 of your remuneration payment for your position as an elected official tax-free? We'll start with Marion.
Thank you. And my understanding of the 1/3 tax-free is part of the benefit of this job that is so well paid. And I know that there have been some discussions. I actually talked to a certified accountant the other day because, of course, I have been questioned on some of my expenses despite the fact that I have been under budget every year. There's been some micromanaging going on, and some of my expenses, some feel are not within the job that I am doing. And I feel that many of the functions that I attend are not city paid. I attend many auctions, Butch and I do a lot of things. But as the mayor, I am required to do a certain amount. If I am there in the capacity as the city of Quesnel, then I certainly claim for that. But I do feel that that money certainly contributes to your gas and all the rest of it. Does it cover all the work that some members of council do? No, it doesn't.
Thank you. I think that there's a feeling on the part of some
that the actual benefit from the tax-free allowance part is for expenses. That is absolutely wrong. 1/3 of our stipend is for tax or for expenses, and it just happens that it's tax-free. That's just a little bit of an added bonus. And Madam Mayor, it's great that you're under budget with your expenses. The questions that have been raised is, were those expenses that you claimed actually proper in the first place? And one that just jumped right out and bit me was the fact that there was a $200 windshield claim when it clearly states in the policy that the 50 cents per kilometer that we are paid is all perils. And therefore, the city manager should have shut you down on putting in that windshield claim.
Read it again, Ron? Just gotta find it. Why is 1/3 of your remuneration payment for your position as an elected official tax-free? From 3 years ago.
But basically that's an allowance for you to reduce the expenses. You expected to take that money and spend it on that allowance that you're getting for the tax free. So the reason that the expenses were brought up, that's where we're going to come from.
Do we have more questions? This is for Ron Paul. Please explain your many absences from city council in camera meetings.
Microphone.
My absences from in-camera meetings are not many. They are a few. And I have really had a problem when I look at the agenda for the in-camera meetings as to whether they really qualify to be in-camera in the first place. I have worked with and for the municipality since 1972, so I know what in-camera means. It either means land, legal, or labor, the 3 L's. And a recent meeting was held, and I actually looked at the agenda material, and there was nothing in there that told me that that was in camera. And so therefore I refused to attend that meeting. There was some other in-camera stuff going on that I knew that there was a witch hunt going on against Sushil Tapar, and I stayed the heck out of it. That's why I didn't attend. My heart told me not to get involved.
Okay, I've got one more question for Mary. What ideas have you presented to council that have been taken to the UBCM? If you could tell us what UBCM is first, other people might not know.
Okay, it's the Union of British Columbia Municipalities, and any ideas that will be taken to the Union of British Columbia Municipalities will be presented on behalf of City Council, not my ideas. And certainly I have been involved in several committees that have benefited the city as a result of us being able to have information ahead of time. But I think it needs to be made clear that the mayor doesn't go and deliver. They deliver on the direction that council gives. And so certainly I like to take the opportunity to lobby for the city of Quesnel when we do get that opportunity, because what Ron Franklin alluded to, it's absolutely right at UBCM as far as meeting with ministers. But that's where, as building up the partnerships, where you can pick up the telephone and you can make a call and you can get a meeting or you can talk on the phone. That's what benefits the